Welcome back to a Vintage Vlogmas, day 4. Now I try not to bring this cabinet makeover into a third day, but all we're doing is putting in the shelves today because I got tunnel vision and I finished it last night. It was a lot of work, but completed all the detailing on the side panels, down here at the bottom, on the back. I did skip doing detail work in the bottom half of the piece. I don't think anybody's gonna mind too much. Hopefully that won't determine whether or not somebody takes it home. I also did a protective coat across the whole inside as well. Let me show you what I use. I like to use Minwax's polyacrylic water base, and they've recently changed up the branding. Now it says crystal clear top coat. I usually go for the clear matte. It doesn't yellow in any kind of way, and I've been using it for the past like 4 or 5 years, and I've gone through so much of these. Hey, Minwax, if you would like to sponsor me, I'm your biggest fan, so reach out, hit me up. That'll keep all this hard work nice and protected. All that's left to do now is to add the shelves. We cut these shelves ourselves. This did not originally come with shelves. It has these weird hooks that you saw me take out at the beginning. I'll put them back in. So I'm guessing this was used kind of as a wardrobe. They screw up on the top. So I'll put these back in just so somebody can have them if they want them, and people will be able to take out the shelves if they want to. That is all that's left to do. Put these back in, put the shelves in, and then let's do a little styling. Let's stage it a little bit. Before we start staging, I want to show you guys what I found on my Georgia trip. Mike and I went down to Georgia for Thanksgiving so I could meet his extended family. And while we were down there, one of his aunts took me to a little antique mall that was local to them. Oh my gosh, I found some really cute stuff. And I want to use the items to stage this piece, so let me show you guys what those are. I call them profile cutouts or silhouette cutouts. I think it's of the same person, and they have the dates on them. It has 1968 on both. I got them for a really good deal. I think $15 each. So I picked those up. I've been on the lookout for wood carved vases here recently as well. I found another one here locally. I think I got this for $8, maybe $12. I can't remember exactly. We have a really great wood carved all the way around the vase. This would be a great just for, you know, dried flowers or buds, whatever you want to do. So I picked that up, and I picked up another wood carved piece as well, but this time it was this little box. It's got this really beautiful design and patina all the way around it as well. And I love the top especially. You kind of have some weathering going on here, and when you open it up, you got blue velvet on the top and the bottom. And I know I got this for $8. And I think I'm gonna continue to look for these whenever I go picking. Okay, so this was a steal. This was a steal. It is a beautiful oil painting still life. It was priced at $30. And the discount that was on the booth for Black Friday special got it down to 27 bucks. I have loved searching out original art, especially oil pieces and older oil pieces with this patina on them. Couldn't beat it, had to bring it home. I paid up for this, but I mean, I don't mind because it's something that I love to stage with, a piece of coral. Now I paid 20 bucks for this and there was no discount, but I'm always on the lookout for coral because they're just awesome to stage with, especially in cabinets and bookcases. Look, this is what I did. This is what I did as soon as I purchased it. I took the box and I went. Just the combination of the different kind of texture that we have going on between the wood carved box and the coral, and the contrast and color makes it just very eye-catching. I love it. Last, but certainly not least, another painting. Oh, I don't know which one is better as far as getting a good deal. This piece, 27 and signed. This piece, also oil. I think it's on board. It's not on canvas. I don't see a signature anywhere, but guys, I got this for 20 bucks. $20 for original piece of art. The subject looks to be kind of like a swamp scene. It looks more swampy than I would say rivery. I really, really love the colors. They're more muted. We've kind of talked about that here recently where I'm being drawn to the more muted color palette. I'm gonna have a hard time selling it. I don't think I'll be able to stage this in the cabinet. It's a little too big. However, I can use all these other pieces that I found. So let's put the pretty things in the bigger pretty thing. I finally got to leave the garage. I am waiting for some clients to come to a showing. This lovely follower, Gretchen, asked me the other day what my favorite magazine is, and so I thought I'd show you guys. It used to be Flea Market Style. They were my favorite. They had such great pictures to look at, and that's truly the reason why I search out these magazines, is because I love looking at the pictures for inspiration. Unfortunately, they did discontinue doing actual publications and they went online. I can't remember off the top of my head what the new online publication is, but I'll make sure to put it right here so you guys can check it out. Since then, I've had to look for other options and another magazine that I could regularly purchase. And there are a lot of magazines that use the flea market title. So like every now and then, I think Country Living will do a flea market edition. I think HGTV will as well. But I scratched all those and I found a great alternative. Flea Market, Home and Living. This blue light from, maybe if I go like that. No, that doesn't help at all. This blue light's really killing me. You're just gonna have to live with it on my face. I'm sorry. The editor for these is actually Lisa Marie Hart, and she puts together a beautiful publication. So I started picking these up whenever a new edition came out. We actually ended up connecting. We connected last year when she saw my rug pillows and she shared those on her Instagram. A couple months later, she was, I guess, looking for some inspiration, looking for ideas. She came across my blog post, which was vintage trends to look out for in 2021 and the future. She reached out again and she actually wanted to do a summarized version of that blog post and featured me in her latest edition. And so if you pick up the latest edition of Flea Market Home and Living, I think it's on the shelves until January 31st, 2022. And if you flip to page 8 and 9, you will see my article. I'm trying to predict the future of the farmhouse style because I think it's here to stay for the most part, but it's going to evolve over time. Because we do like that humble, rustic look, but we want to modernize it in some ways. I'm trying to predict what that home design is going to do over the next couple years. That is essentially what this article is about. And if you guys have been following me here on YouTube for a while, you might recognize this picture here. This was one of my resets of this past year that I actually posted on YouTube as well. I will put the link to the video up here. I am just so thrilled that somebody wanted to put me in a magazine. I just want to say thank you, because a lot of this, and including this magazine, would more than likely not be possible if it wasn't for you guys giving me the confidence to continue forward. My clients should be here at any moment, so I'm going to call a Vintage Vlogmas Day 4 done. We have another 21 days to go. If you did like this video, please remember to hit the like button and to subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so you can be notified for whenever I post a new video. And make sure to follow me at Amanda's Mercantile so you can see everything that I do behind the scenes. I hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, I totally forgot. I also picked up this little piece of pottery. It does have the artist's signature on there. It looks like it says A daily. I think this would make a really great soap dish. You could also use this for your change, your jewelry. Can't believe I almost forgot about this. And I think I paid $5.